Hi everybody, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post and welcome to our channel. If you're new to our channel, my husband Steve and I are resellers in the Raleigh, Garner, North Carolina area. And we have two booths, one at Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh and one at Collected Treasures in Garner. Now we've recently had a lot of people come on and join the channel, and we just want to say thank you for joining us. We hope that you enjoy the content and like going hunting for treasures and reviewing the treasures, because that's what we do on this channel. We like to take you out hunting with us. As I always say, that's my favorite thing to do, and it really is. The hunting and the filming part of that is my favorite part of the whole thing. And then we go over the haul. Today's video is a haul video based on the video where we went out. We found our first yard sale of the season. Yay! Yard sale season possibly has begun in North Carolina. Thank you, because I am ready to get outside and hunt for treasures out in the nice, beautiful North Carolina sunshine. So we went to a yard sale, we went to a thrift store. I didn't film in the thrift store, but we'll go over what we found there. And then we went to the flea market, and it was hopping. It was pretty busy. Spent a lot of money that day, but we found some really great stuff, and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's get into it. Let's see what we found out thrifting. What I would like to do first, this is going to kind of go out of order just a little bit, but that's okay. What I would like to do first is go over some items that I've set aside that are seasonal type items, so I can get those stored away and out of our way. And I'm starting to collect things for the summer booths, so I'm going to go over those items. Some of them came from thrifting, the flea market from last week, and from going up to Re-Inspired Home. Got some really cool suitcases there. I love them. So let's see. First thing first, this little tin. I did get this at the flea market. Little Santa tin. It's actually a bank. And it is a little bit on the inside, a little bit weathered, but that's okay. We're the Weathered Fence Post. It does have some weathering, but it probably just shows its age. Cute little tin. I have a feeling, if you notice that there's some like little holes, I think it might have had a handle. So it might be missing a little handle, but still, really adorable little tin. Paid $1 for it at the flea market. No big deal. This, and I'm going to put that away for Christmas, obviously. And then this I picked up, this one I picked up at Goodwill. It was $3.99. I did pay up a little bit for it because it feels like a little bit more substantial piece. It's not like a real thin metal, and I just love the color of it. I think it's going to be really great in the fall booth this year. Put some nice floral in it, or just, you know, display it like this. Could also do like a transfer on here too. That's an idea. I don't know if you watch Joanne with Bat Thrift Crazy. She's a good friend of mine, and you need to go over there and check it out. She does transfers, and she'll show you how to actually do that. I learned a lot from her. A lot of her pieces are really beautiful. All right, now another thing that I picked up was this Yankee candle. I picked this up at Goodwill for $3.99. It's a Yankee candle. And let's see, does it have what it cost? It doesn't, the price is gone on it, how much it cost originally, but you know, Yankee candles, quite expensive. Never been used, brand new. Not gonna tell you it smells good because you can't smell it, so that doesn't matter, but it's called Winter Night Stars. So I'll put that away for Christmas. And Steve's laughing at me because I said that. I can hear him laughing in the other room. You know, I'm gonna make Steve do these videos, and then he'll see it's not as easy as you think, Steve. Okay, found this cute little. This is actually vintage. It says Canada on it. It's a cute little jack-o'-lantern jar, and I can tell it's vintage by the plastic. And boy, is it firm! There we go. This type of seal is a little bit older. It's an older type of seal, so thought he was cute. I paid $3 for him. I did pay a little bit more than I would for a clear glass item, but I thought because he's vintage, he's a jack-o'-lantern, he'll be great in the fall booth. These next items are items that I'm starting to put aside for the summer booths. I can't wait to put these together. I've never actually... I do collect things for summer booths, and I have them separated as seasonal, but I've never like really tried really hard to put together great vignettes for the summer season. So I'm kind of excited about this year. I'm really curating pieces that I think are going to make really neat vignettes in the booth, and also great pieces. Like, look at this beautiful basket. I love this. It's in really good condition. I didn't really see any major damage. I kind of went back and forth on it. Got this, I think it was the Durham Rescue No, actually, I think it was the Durham Scrap Exchange, maybe, thrift store. I can't remember. It's been a couple weeks since I picked this up. But I remember going back and forth on it thinking, ooh, it was $8.50. It was kind of expensive for a basket, but really nice size and good condition. And could be used for something other than, it's probably supposed to be a picnic basket, but I think it could be used as a storage basket for somebody. So definitely went ahead and grabbed that. In our thrifting video last week, we did pick these up. I didn't show you us thrifting at the thrift store where we picked these up, but they were in my cart when I was showing you my cart. But I just think they're pretty. They're all lemons, just some greenery with lemons that will be wonderful in our spring booth. Like, can you imagine them, you know, near this plate, which is a beautiful dragonfly. I got this at the Durham Rescue Mission store. Paid $2.50 for it. I'm going to peel off this sticker if I can real quick. Well, it's not coming off real easy, but I wanted to show you the back of it, to show you the marking on the back. I just thought that was really pretty. They'll go great with this plate that I found. I showed this in the video. There is some marks on it. There's like a little mark here. I haven't tried to get it off yet. Got this from the Durham Rescue Mission for $2.99. But boy, this is a pretty heavy duty plate. And what a great back, you know, in the background of a display that'll make. And also very functional for people over the summer. And then here we've got these great fruit market, hand-picked lemons. And this is inside of a down pillow, a feather down pillow. I always pick those up in the Goodwill because you can get them at a great price, and then you can, you know, recover them with these beautiful pillowcases. We found the pillowcases at the Durham bins, not the Durham bins, the Goodwill bins in Winston-Salem. We found several of those, so I was happy to find a insert that worked. And then look at this crow. Isn't he going to be great in a summer booth? I love this folky crow. Look at his buttons. It's kind of like a patchwork, you know, like quilted look. He's got the farmhouse legs. I thought he was fantastic. And I picked him up at the flea market. I can't remember. Oh, $3 I think is what I paid for him. Looks like his arms are sewed to his side. And this one might need a little repair right there. I might just get rid of all that. I don't see any reason why they need to be sewed to his side. But cute little crow. Here is something I absolutely love. I picked these up from the Re-Inspired Home. They're up in North Raleigh. I'll put a link to their Facebook page so you can follow along with them. But I love these. Look at these. These are awesome. They're in great condition. And I'm saying they because I have two of them, and I'll show you the other one here in a minute. But great condition. It's going to be great for staging the summer booth. And if for whatever reason they don't sell in the summer, which I'm surprised that they wouldn't because they really are in really good condition. And you know, the stitching and everything is sound on them. So I could see somebody wanting these. And I love the handle too. Look at the handles on them. Really, really love these. The color is fantastic. And here's the little travel case. Maybe the carry-on or the toiletries or makeup. The smaller items. It's got the mirror in it. So I love these. Can't wait to stage these for summer. And to add to the summer items, I'm going to add these beautiful DuraTough glass goblets. I love the color on these. I found 6 of them at the flea market and only paid $9 for 6. What a great deal. Could not go wrong with that. They're gorgeous. I'm going to have a hard time giving them up, but I don't need them. I have lots of glassware of my own, so really great set. One of the vendors that we hit, their prices were a little bit high, but for the flea market, but it was quality stuff. So I was willing to pay because I do know that these items are collectible pieces that people do look for in the booth. And I know that they won't last probably very long. Look at this gorgeous pilgrim glass cranberry vase. It is a stunner. It is gorgeous. Now I did pay up for these items. I averaged about $7 a piece. Kind of a pretty big buy-in there. But these pieces are quality. I don't know if you can see the marking on it. It is there. for the pilgrim glass. But wow, what a beautiful piece. Love that. Going right in the booth. This guy, this little basset hound, he's so cute. Now this one, you know, I'm not going to make a whole lot of money on him at $7. I averaged it out on this for $7 a piece. I'll make more on some things, but on a little guy like this, probably not going to make much money there. I love this. I'm really having a hard time letting this go. I kind of want to keep it for myself, but I'm really trying to be good about what I'm bringing into my collections and being specific. This is called the Japanese Katani, and it's like wisdom or good luck. All I know is he's adorable. I love the like a cloisonne look on the robe, and I just really love this guy. I think he's adorable. This is really nice. This is a vintage articulating dummy, all wood, and has some wiring here in the spine area. Just really liked the look of this. When you find these, they're usually just the tan color. I don't know if I've ever come across one that was the multicolored one like this, and I just really, really loved this. You know, I have artists in my family. I love artists, so when I see something like that, I have to get it. This is a beautiful McCoy vase, or pitcher, I'm sorry, not vase, and it is marked on the bottom. You can see the marking right there. But love the ribbing on it. The color's perfect for the season. Can't wait to put that in the booth. And then this gorgeous carnival glass dish with the lid. Look at that. I think they call this the princess pattern. Beautiful, great condition. And when these are sitting out in the sun, you saw that in the video if you watched the video. When these are out in the sun, wow, they're gorgeous. They really are pretty. So I'm excited to bring this to the booth. So that was all I got from him. Did pay up a little bit for those items, but they're quality pieces. Jumping around a little bit here, but that's okay. The first place we went to was that yard sale. And like I said, I'm so excited that yard sale season is open. And I just noticed I had my setting a little wrong on the camera here, so I'm sorry if the previous items you just looked at were a little bit blurry. Hopefully this is a little better. Look at this beautiful, this guy, he had a brother who was a glass artist, and I just love this piece. Now it did come with this base, so apparently at some point it was sitting on this blue glass base. I'm not sure I'm going to worry about that because it just, you know, is going to set it up to, if I glue it, it still could possibly fall over. I think this is pretty just the way it is. It has this gold backing, really beautiful piece of fused art glass. He had these, what'd you call these things, Steve? Trials?
Brick mason trials?
Brick mason trials.
I guess.
He's guessing. Okay. I loved them. I thought they were rusty, weathered coolness. They've got all the, like, brick work. It's concrete or mortar or what it is. It's on the handles. The handles are real worn. I liked the different sizes of them. They probably are actually something quite functional to keep, but I don't know if I'll be doing any masonry work anytime soon, so I think we'll go ahead and put them in the booth. And I'm going to just kind of stage them all together. This one's really cool, the shape of it. I just think they would look good kind of staged together, maybe in some type of stoneware crock or something like that. So that's how we'll put those in the booth. I did pick out 2 mallets, but only ended up coming home with 1. And this is the one I chose. The handle is nice and weathered. It looks quite old to me. It looks like, I see the wood going right up through the center. It looks like a really old one. So I picked that. He had some drawer pulls, and I've actually bagged up, I have a bunch of different vintage drawer pulls in my storage and thrifting area. So I decided, we have a lot of vendors that like to refinish furniture and maybe you're looking for some vintage drawer pulls. So I did, or even just nice set of drawer pulls, because some of these aren't vintage, but I did bag them all up. I'm going to put them all down to collected treasures first, because I think we have more furniture refinishers down there that may be looking for these. And drawer pulls and hardware can become very expensive and really eat up some of the profit in your piece. So I do have about, I think, 9 bags of them going down there. But here's one of the bags that's going. And this is what it looks like. Sorry for the crinkly noise. This is what the drawer pull looks like. Very pretty. And there are 10 in this bag. So I picked these up at that yard sale. I'm only putting $12.99 on this. Now I know drawer pulls are expensive, so this would be a good deal for someone. And I think that's it that I have here from that yard sale. Everything else Steve has downstairs. Yep, I think everything else is down. Oh, no, one more thing. Let me show you. I did pick up this fantastic stained glass piece. I wasn't gonna let that stay there, no way. And like I said, his brother made this. This is a beautiful, look at the coloring. Look at that, I'm trying to get the light in it so you can see it. Wow, it's beautiful. Love this piece. And this, somebody's just going to treasure this. This is the kind of stuff we love to put in our booth. Unique pieces that are hard to find, something you don't come across very often. Handmade, gorgeous stained glass piece. So I spent $50 at that yard sale. Steve picked up a footrest that he's going to use in a project, that stained glass piece. He picked up some nails. You saw those, if you watched the video, you saw those vintage hairpin type legs. They're not necessarily hairpin, but they're vintage styled legs. Hard to come by, and they usually cost quite a bit if you buy them used. The drawer pulls, the crucifix, the trials, and the mallet, all for 50 bucks. I thought it was a great deal. That stained glass piece alone is worth at least $75 to $100. Okay, let's talk about these. These are fantastic. Oh my goodness, these elks, are they not great? I did get them, and I think he was asking 40 or 45 for them, and I always ask for a lower price. It'd be silly of me not to. I'm in a business to try to make a profit and find things at a good price so I can pass them on at a good price. And so we agreed on $35 for the two of them. So $17.50 a piece I've paid for these. And when I purchased them, I did not know that they were actually quite valuable, or I probably would not have asked him to reduce his price. He said, I'm sick of people trying to beat me up on them. I'm just going to sell them to you for $35. And I said, okay, we got a deal. What I have found out, I did not know this, there's no marking on the bottom. Now let me show you the other one too. He's gorgeous. Love it. They're heavy. Gorgeous pieces. Stunners. Do you see that modeling there? What that is called is patinated. That's a style of the bronze that these are. These are bronze pieces. Shocked to find that out. I had to learn about how to tell whether something is bronze or not. First of all, it makes like a tinging noise. I don't know if you can hear. It makes like a tinging noise when you hit it with something that's hard, and also a magnet will not stick to it, and the magnet does not stick to this whatsoever. These are beautiful, it's called patinated bronze elks on bases, and I wonder if that isn't copper right there. So these go for hundreds of dollars. If you look online, they sell for hundreds of dollars. I have seen this set listed at over $800. We're not going to charge $800 for these, but we are going to ask a fair price because they are valuable. And I'll be honest with you, I know somebody that would love these as a Christmas gift. So I'm going to put a fair price on them of $125 a piece. I'm not charging $800 for the set. I will put $125, and I think somebody will absolutely be thrilled to pick up these two bronze elks for $250. So at the flea market, you go from vendors that charge you a little bit more than you should at a flea market, and then you go to vendors who way undercharge for what they have on their table. This guy was doing $1 for everything on the table. I looked through it all. There were several pieces I left behind when I was watching the video that I think for $1 I probably should have picked them up, but I got what I got. Our cart was getting full. Picked up this cute little bunny planter. His paint has, obviously, he's got one little spot there, and I don't know if that's supposed to be his tongue, maybe. Maybe he's not supposed to have any paint other than that little red tongue. But he's holding a piece of cabbage, and I think this is probably from the 50s. No marking on the bottom, but just a cute little piece. And I thought that was a chip there, but it's not. That's just where the manufacturing has come together. There's no break or chip there. I've only put $8 on him. I think he's a cute vintage piece for Easter. Picked up this like scrimshaw like etching. It is not on a tusk or anything like that. It's not on any animal related product. I'm trying to say it's not ivory. So you don't have to worry. It's actually like a ceramic or plaster. But it does have that look. So I thought that was cool. For the down at Collected Treasures, we do a lot of coastal nautical type things. This is a Zell. Then it's a Majolica. Beautiful. I love that basket weave look with the apples. Gorgeous piece. Now it does have the typical, when people use the metal plate holders that they use to hang these on the wall, unfortunately what it does is it does actually chip the edge of a plate over time. So there are 3 chips on this. This one is like just a flea bite here, but this is just a little bit more than a flea bite, but it indicates that it was hung on the wall with one of those metal hangers. But a beautiful piece. It's got the great markings on the back, and it's from Germany, so it's a great piece. I put $8.99 on it. Really good price. Now this is already spoken for. I have a friend who I'm going to be gifting this to. So if you're watching today, Joanne from Joanne, oh gosh, what is it? Oh, I gotta think of the name of your store at Granddaddy's. I'm so sorry. Let me put it across here and I'll share that with everybody. But she collects these, and when she she was watching the video, she was like screaming through the video for me to pick these up because she collects them. I picked it up for $1. I'd be more than happy to gift this to you. So we'll talk about getting that to you. And then the last piece I picked up was this Danby stoneware made out of England. I really loved just the feel of it. Sometimes you can just feel a quality piece. It's hard to explain. You kind of just get a feel for it, but I really thought this was beautiful. Just a simple little platter, and there's the marking on the back of it. And I've put, again, $8.99 on this. So don't have to price things real high in the booth when you find them at a great price. Let's take a look at some of the animals we picked up that day. Oh my goodness, quite a few different animals here. First, we've got the Distinguished Rooster in his trousers. I just love the fact that he's got these trousers on, and it's a great painted piece. I really like the detail on it. We picked that up at the thrift store. I think it was $4, and I've put $8.99. $8.99 seems to be a going number in our booth. So we've got him. And next we have this beautiful elephant. He's green, and he's got some gold accents. His mouth has some gold paint. Now, I don't know if this piece is Japan or Brazil. Sometimes these pieces come from Brazil, but there are no markings on the bottom, so it's hard for me to tell. His tail is gold, too. I can't remember. I think I only paid like $3 for him, and yes, I have $8.99 on him for the booth. This guy I love, and I did pay a little bit more for him because it is a pottery piece. This gorgeous sea turtle. Love this piece. It is a pottery piece that's signed by S. Karlowski, and I did pay $8 for it, so I have marked this at $16.99. It can hang on the wall, or you could just put it on a tabletop, but really beautiful piece for anybody that's a pottery collector and loves the coastal theme and just loves sea turtles. Here's a little frog. I probably only paid about $1 for him. I can't remember without looking real quick, but just a little lounging frog. And I thought he'd be cute, you know, in the booth for the summer and spring with plants. These owls, I think I paid $3 for these. I haven't priced these yet, but this is a beautiful set of ceramic owls on a tree stump. I think it's probably like a stump, but I really think it's beautiful and very well done. Got some, I think those are acorns maybe, in the tree. Not marked on the bottom. A lot of felt here, so that tells me maybe that's vintage, that green felt. But in really great condition. I just loved that. I love owls, and I loved that look. Now this was interesting, and I only paid $3 for this guy. Gorgeous piece. It is heavy, on this very heavy metal base. And Steve thinks maybe somebody kind of attached this, but the base is designed where it could be attached, so I think it came this way. but it looks like it's supposed to represent a carousel horse. Just doesn't have its post. Beautiful heavy metal piece. Could be used as a doorstop, really. And like I said, I paid $3 for that. I have not priced this yet to put in the booth. You saw this little guy, and I said, this guy's going to be for me. And he is. He's going in the case. And some of you have asked for me to, that's the case I'm talking about back there, that big curio case. And some of you have asked for me to show my collection there. So at some point I will film that close up and we'll go over some of this collection. It's all these little Japanese figures with the beautiful, cute eyes. I love the back of this. He's holding his tail. I think that's adorable. He's kind of holding his tail. Or she. He's got a pink little flower, so maybe it's supposed to represent. I love this too. Now I have somebody I might gift this to. It's not in good condition. It has some chips in it. But it is a vintage Florida ashtray. It does say Florida right there. You can barely see it, but the alligator is what makes this ashtray. He's fantastic. And just that vintage blue coloring. This is, I think, a fun piece. And if anybody has like a tiki bar or something like that, they would probably love to have this piece on their bar. We actually picked up quite a bit that day, so I don't think I'm going to go over all of it because the video is going to be getting way too long for you. But look at this. Steve found this. Love this. This is Taylor Industries Incorporated. It's a linen tape in great condition. Look at that. Really good condition. And then this pops, if you haven't ever seen it, these pop open and close it. And it snaps back down. It's leather wrapped. This is a wrapped container. We usually sell these without any issue. I have put $10 on this. I can't remember how much we paid for that piece. I'd have to look here on my list to find, but really great find. I think it was $1. I think it averaged out to $1.40. That was that one vendor. I like to dig through his stuff, and a lot of the things we got is going to be the last thing I'm going to show you are the pictures. Steve picked this up at the thrift store for $2.50, and I think he's going to turn this into a small counter-sized like little lamp for the kitchen. That would be cute. All right, one of the things I picked out were a lot of vintage photos. Look at this. This is Miss Rodeo America. I have been trying to Google it and find out who she is, what year this was. There is markings on the back. I don't know if it's 1954, but when I Google it, it says Miss Rodeo America didn't really start till 1955, so I don't think it's from 54. But it's just great content. It was in Las Vegas. Obviously, there's the Sahara in the background. Just a great content photo. Really love that. And then this, we really enjoyed looking into. Steve, of course, was naming all the cars and what the year of the cars were. But I focused in on that real estate company to find out where this was. And this is, oh no, not the real estate. It was the water company. There's a water company in there somewhere. But it's Bear Valley Mutual Water. And that is near San Bernardino National Forest in California. So this is, we think, probably based on the year of the vehicles, late 60s. Thought that was a really cool looking picture. This is Dorothy Morris, and she was an American actress known for like her girl next door persona. So that is a picture of her. I don't believe, I opened this up and looked at it. I don't think that is her, like an actual signature. It's probably a print. So, still a cute little vintage photo. And then this lady, Meryl, it says, "Greetings, Meryl McDonald." I cannot locate her as anybody famous, but boy, she looks like she is. I mean, look at her. She's just looking beautiful. I love that. It's gorgeous. And then I picked up all of these, and I thought these were fantastic. Look at this. Love this. I showed that in the video. Fort Knox, Kentucky, in this great little frame. And this is a tin type. I believe this is late 1800s, maybe very early 1900s. That's my belief. There is a calendar in the background there, but I could not make out a date on it. But this is a tin type in here, and I just think this is fantastic. I'm not going to pull it out. There might be writing on the back, but see how this is put in there? That would be really, it would destroy the framing and everything. So I just want to kind of keep it the way it is. Not, these aren't in perfect condition, but they're antique or vintage pictures, and I think they're great. This distinguished gentleman, I love that chair he's sitting in too, reading a book. This beautiful, beautiful lady. This is on the back of a postcard. I don't know if that will give us an idea of the age. I mean, I'm not a great person as far as determining the age of something based on clothing. I don't know enough about it to do that. Again, I would guess, I don't know, maybe 1920s to 30s on this. Love this guy. He looks like possibly I don't know, is a musician. For some reason, he looks like a musician or a dancer to me. He just looks like he has that persona. And here we have a sailor. Again, a beautiful photo. Maybe 1920s, 30s. Any of you vintage clothing people, you might be able to tell me. Just some beautiful portraits. Now, these ladies, I think this is probably 50s, 60s, based on the clothing. Look like they're getting ready to go to prom, possibly, or church, or some type of special event. Beautiful picture. And this, I just loved. It's just, looks like maybe Sunday after eating Mama's good cooking. And have to get outside and rest the belly. But I think you can maybe tell about the age of this, possibly from the cars in the background. That's a strong woman right there. Look at her. Love that. And then the person at the flea market, he told me these were from World War I. I'm not sure how he determined that, but he said they were from World War I. I don't know if it's based on the uniform, the style of the uniform. This one's on the back of a postcard. And this one, there's some writing on the back, and it's also on a postcard. So I thought these were fantastic. I loved every one of them. Last thing I want to show you is this fantastic piece of artwork. I've turned the light off so we don't have much of a glare. This is fantastic. I could not believe I found this at Goodwill. It's framed very well. It's beautiful original artwork. It's a charcoal, and it does have a signature on it, and it's called, the signature was Lameness. I think it's over on this side. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, yeah, there's too much of a reflection. You're not going to be able to pick it up. But the signature is Lameness on it, and I cannot locate that artist anywhere. So if this is just a student piece, they did a fantastic, fantastic job. It's framed very well. There is only one area of damage, and it's right down here. Right there, the glass right on the edge. Like maybe when they were doing the framing, they chipped the glass. There's a little tiny break there. I don't think it takes away from it. I didn't even notice it when I was purchasing that. I only noticed when I was cleaning the glass that was there. You can't even see it. I am only going to price this at $39.99. I think it's a fantastic value for it. I think it's a very, very well done study. And whoever was the artist, bravo. Good job. Loved it. That is it for this week. I hope you enjoyed everything that we found. I've pretty much shown all of it to you. There are a couple little odds and ends back here. Not a big deal for you to miss out on them. We have a lot going on over the Easter vacation. We'll see if we can get some filming for you and share it with you. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we find some great thrifting places and bring you some great shop along video. I enjoyed the last couple days, guys. I've been telling you how busy I've been and how crazy it's been at my regular job, and then the booths have been rocking. I stayed home for 2 days. Can you believe it? I did no hunting. I didn't get in my truck at all and go anywhere. I stayed at home, and I really enjoyed the break. I did some projects I've been wanting to work on because creativity is a great outlet and a great way to reduce stress. I just enjoyed taking my time, looking at all the items that we had bought last weekend at the flea market and researching some of them out. It just was nice to slow it down. So if you're starting to feel yourself getting exhausted and you feel like you're on a hamster wheel, listen to your body and take that break. That's what I did. Anyway, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful Easter weekend coming up if you celebrate Easter. If not, if you're just out taking a spring break with your family, hope you have a great time and make really great memories for yourself. And until we see you next time, everybody take very good care and get out there and find your own treasure and put a great big smile on your face.